Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Planetary Reviews. By the way, I didn't get to properly introduce myself because I've just been focused on the reviews so much. My name is Chris, and I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's and enjoyed Christmas with your family, had a great time, and I'm very happy to be back with another video, and I'm here to review one of my favorite action movies that have come out in recent history, which was John Wick. John Wick stars Keanu Reeves, and I at first didn't get to see this movie in theaters because I was a little skeptical. I also didn't have time. I was in school and stuff like that. But man, do I regret not seeing this movie in theaters. This movie was the definition of a great action movie. And I'll start with just the story. The story was simple. I'm not going to have any spoilers in here, so don't worry. The story was that John Wick is retired. He's trying to live a nice, peaceful life, not bother anybody, when all of a sudden, something happens to someone he cares about, and shit goes down. He gets tired of it. He says, nope, I'm coming back, and I'm taking some bad guys down. And that's where this movie goes crazy. They did not hold back on anything in this film. The action in this movie was so well done. I couldn't believe what I was seeing on screen. It had been a long time since I'd seen an action movie and had like my jaw drop throughout the entire film, but John Wick was one of those. Because once the action started, the great thing about this film is that it kept you engaged throughout the entire fight. You were not taken out of the fight at all, and that is because of brilliant camera work during all these fight scenes. There are a lot of movies today that like to do jump cuts throughout the entire fight. They like to try and hide some things. They try to do editing that they think is clever, but really it just takes you out of the experience. This movie did not shy away from anything. It kept you engaged during the fight. It kept you seeing the bullets flying. It kept you seeing all the guys that are getting hit. Even when the close quarters combat came into play, there are movies like the Bourne movies, for example. When you watch those movies, they like to do the jump cuts during like the big close quarters combat fights. In this one, when they were doing a close quarter fight, you saw everything that was going on. They did not have to jump around all over the place and get you a little confused. This movie kept you in it the entire time, and it was not afraid to shy away from any crazy violence. When people were getting shot in this movie, people were getting bloody, people were getting holes all over their chest. It was outstanding. The next thing I want to say is that Keanu Reeves in this film proved that he could still do it, that he could still do action. You could tell that he was having a blast doing this movie, and his performance showed it. You could tell during these moments where he actually had to portray emotion, portray a lot of anger. You felt it. You felt him really pissed off at the guys that were just screwing his life up. He did not care. He was like, screw you guys, I'm coming to get you. You guys are all gonna die. Another surprising thing in this movie was Willem Dafoe was in this movie, and I did not know. I went into this movie blind to it. I did not watch any trailers. I didn't have time. So I just put it in and I said, I've heard this movie was pretty good. Let's see if it was worth it. I put it in, and man, oh man, I was surprised that Willem Dafoe was in here. I was like, whoa, he's a great actor in this movie. Does a great job. He plays a sniper. Not going to say much more. And you could tell that these two had a past. And every time Willem Dafoe was in it, he stole the show too. Every time he was having a dialogue scene, even during some action scenes, he did great. I mean, this movie surprised me so much. And also, I have to say, there was even some comedy in this movie. In a movie about revenge and everything, you wouldn't think they would be able to fit any comedy in there, but there were some great moments in this movie where it was just like, boom, boom, some nice little jokes here and there, and I actually laughed. I didn't find that it was just like, guys, this movie's been a little serious, let's just kind of put a joke in a scene. No, it actually felt natural, and it felt really, really awesome seeing some of those funny moments, and it was great. So there's not really much else to talk about with this movie, but all I'm going to say is that it has been a long time since I've seen an action movie that really impressed me the way John Wick did. John Wick was not only engaging, it was intense. And they also made the main character in this movie seem human. They didn't make him look like some guy that couldn't be hurt, which is a mistake that some movies can really have a problem with, where they don't want their protagonists to die, so they kind of make it look like they're just these superhero guys that just cannot get hit, cannot make a mistake. This movie was not afraid to show you that John Wick was, yes, he was a badass and he could take down a lot of dudes, but they also showed you that he is still a human being. He could still feel pain. So there were a lot of moments in this movie where he got shot, where he got hurt, but the great thing about it was that you got to see him move on from that, become stronger because of it. You got to see how he adapted to a situation when he was hurt. And that is what makes a great and compelling action movie. Having a character that can get hurt. Having a character that we can relate to. Having a character that has deepness to him, but also a complete badass at the same time. So guys, at the end of the day, John Wick gets an A+ from me. This movie was fantastic. You guys have got to check this out if you have not seen it. Also, the reason why I did this review is because John Wick 2 is coming out, and my only skepticism with that movie is that John Wick 1 had a good ending, and it felt like it could have been its own movie by itself, standalone. So I am very hopeful for John Wick 2, but I'm also very skeptical about it, because when you see this movie, you'll notice that at the end, it feels like, oh, that was a complete story, and that's pretty much it. It was good the way it was. So does this movie need a sequel? I don't know. I'm really hopeful though, and I'm really hoping that that sequel does really good and really does this movie honor, because John Wick was fantastic. But guys, I will be getting some video game reviews out there. This month we have, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, so we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 coming out this, I think it's next Thursday. And we also have Resident Evil 7 coming out later this month. Now, I do go to school and I do work, so I'm going to try my best to get those games reviewed for you. I'm going to have to try and fit some time to really delve into those games, so it might take me a little bit, and I apologize for that, but I promise you I will try and get those games reviewed for you guys. I promise. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, Happy New Year. I hope you guys enjoyed the holidays, and I appreciate the people who have been watching my videos. I thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, I'm going to say this again. Pick up John Wick. This is a great movie. Check it out, guys. Until next time, guys, have a great day.